Hey everybody. So today I'm pretty excited about some news that we've been building up to for a while, and that's why I'm making this video to share it with you. So when I first started here in the Nakusa School District, I taught, as several of you know, at both the high school and the middle school, and was hardly alone in that. So in addition to German, we had Spanish, tech ed, choir, band, etc. But after some years of that, due to restructuring, budget cuts, you name it, that we had to cut back on those offerings so that it was only the choir and band that was moving back and forth between. Well, due to several resources given to us in the new referendum to create new opportunities for our students, we've been working to see what we could do to restructure some of those opportunities and bring those back. So starting next year, we're looking to be able to have, in addition to our current offerings, we'll start be able to offering Spanish again at the middle school. We're going to bring back tech ed. And also we're looking at business education with Ms. Jackson, as she's going to be working with us. For me, this restructuring goes to getting at the core of what middle school teaching is about. Middle school is about creating an experience for students to help expose them to new things, not just learning, but also doing, and things that they can dream about becoming at an early age, not just in the later years of their academics. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the new classes we're going to be offering in grades 7 and 8. So, Senora O'Donnell, the Spanish teacher, you already know, and so we'll be having Spanish. We have just hired someone by the name of Kyle Junk, who is teaching both tech ed and agriculture. And so we've still got to work out with him what combination of ag or tech ed that he wants to do in grades 7 and 8. But hey, those are things new to the district in ag, not just tech ed, and we're going to be able to have some of that here too. Now, Ms. Jackson, as the business department over at the high school, can bring a number of things that she'll be sorting out, but they might be some combination of keyboarding or career progress and exploration, various things that basically we find resonates, but simply put, there's going to be some fun options. Now, a lot of you are raising the question right now, hey, what about the old tech ed room? That's now full of not just Boys and Girls Club, but we've got all the new weight room and new PE stuff that's in there. And that's true. We're not going to be retrofitting that area. What we are going to be doing is having some combination of tech aspects, computer science that'll be taught in tech ed and ag, and offer opportunities for our students to go back and forth between AMS and NHS. Remember that as part of the new sports complex renovation, we're going to have a paved road between both AMS and NHS. And with those classes at the end of the day, we can arrange it so that the buses can pick the students up over the high school if that's where they end up on that time. So things to work out as we're going to be going, but it's nice to have opportunities to be coming up with, making space for, instead of just trying to make do. So as I've been visiting other middle schools and looking at their offerings, I've been a little bit jealous. I've been saying, you know what? I'd love to be a real middle school again, or we can do that. Well, that time's here. We can start doing that starting next year. Now, so realizing that promise, though, is going to take a lot of work. Now, with these changes and new offerings, that means that we are going to have to be changing our schedule. We've had the same one for the last 3 years, but there's going to have to have a new one that we're going to be putting in play. And so that right now is one of the things that we're going to be talking about a bit at this upcoming staff meeting on Wednesday. Now, as with anything this complex, there's going to be give and take. Everyone's going to have a wish list and nobody is going to get the full thing. And we're going to have to see how much we can accommodate. But the better we understand what are the main priorities and thoughts that you've got of what you'd like to see in a new schedule, that would really help us to use those as organizing principles as best we can as we're building that. So, your homework between now and Wednesday is, if we are reworking a new schedule, what are your priorities? What would you like to see in it? What are some aspects that really comes down to what is middle school about, and how can we best express those values in our schedule as we're putting that time together? All right, so big task, but also an exciting one, because ultimately this is going to help not just us as teachers, but especially, hey, our kids are going to have a much richer experience out of this. All right, take care.